bit of work on a couple of things and thought I'd just go live while I'm here. So I'm making stuff with skins, my version of skins, which of course is done on paper. It's not peeled off silicone mats and stuff like that, which a lot of people do. That's not how I prefer to do it. I did try it like that originally. I didn't like it very much, so I just went, paper works better for me. Coffee, of course. So what I'm up to today, I've got a few different things that I've been fidgeting with that I haven't quite gotten to doing anything with just yet. So I thought I will pull them out. So I've got some different backings for my jewellery. I have some magnets. So I'm going to be creating tops for them and see how that goes. With everything, of course, I will be pegging them as I usually do, so that it's a little bit easier to make sure everything dries well, all that sort of stuff. And I have got lots of skins, so I am doing double recording at the moment. So if you're on this camera, you're on Facebook, and most of the comments I'll be responding to will be over here. If you're on this camera, you're on YouTube. Hi everybody, you can see there, this one I've already used a few times, so you can tell that that's being done. So, let's do stuff and things. So, when I normally do my pours, for those who've been watching for a while, you know, like, I'll do my pour, I'll have it sitting on something, and everything that drips off, I catch on paper. This is just normal paper. There's nothing special about it. This may even be from that one, actually. Maybe, it's close. And then I let that dry and cure, and I make sure it's well cured before I use it, because I have used it in the past where it wasn't cured properly, and it ended up bleeding into the piece that I was creating. So that made me very sad. So I don't do that anymore. Let them dry, let them cure, and I have a heap. So this is my current storage box. This is the system that I've got. Oh, stars, thank you. Stars already. Yay! I do like stars. So I've got 3 of these now, and I had so many papers. So I just went through and I got, it's a scrapbooking box. I think I got it from Kmart. And I just went through, cut my papers up and put them into, like, yes, I will use parts of that, all the different patterns that I've got, and I have a lot. And actually that one's got my eye. Ooh, I think we might play with this one this morning. I also really like that one. So I've got lots of colours and patterns and whatever, and I can use them. That one's really pretty too, and I get very distracted by what I'm doing, don't I? Yay! So I've got stuff there. Now for me, I've got some round backings, some unusual ones that I haven't used yet. I bought a while ago, and they've got like, those ones are roughly the same, different little backing on. This one's like a little snowflake, very cool. This one's actually open, so I think that's the double-sided one. I think with that one I actually put, yeah, I'm sure I do, one on each side, so I'm curious about that. I haven't played with that yet. This one is also double-sided, so that's cool. So I've got a few double-sided, a few single-sided. As always with what I do with this is very much create, explore, play, yada yada yada. So I've got, I don't spend a lot when I do buy my bits and pieces, because a lot of it I end up doing quite cheap or doing as giveaways. So if you want sterling silver, yes, you can get it. A lot of my supplies for this sort of stuff comes from Amazon. You can get it from heaps of places. This one's kind of cool. It's clock that side and then empty that side. So that one I feel I need to do with bronze or something, because I think that would work really well. So yeah, so a lot of what I do here, I will do on a variety of things. But if you want sterling silver, you can go get it. Of course, it's more expensive, makes your end product more expensive if you're doing it as something for sale. And most people who buy what I have do understand that it is, it's not high end, yada yada yada. Anyway, moving on. So glues that I use. Diamond glaze is my preference and my favourite, and I love it, and it works really well on top of everything and sealing to the glass. Gemstone glue is another one that I use, and I often use that underneath, because for my method I punch out using a hole punch. So I've got a variety of hole punches, different sizes, so I'll punch it out with that, or cut it if I'm using a square one. Place that in first, glue it all down, and sometimes I might want to rotate the pattern. I might be like, it's not quite how I want it to be, so I need to make it different, fix it up, whatever. So I go through, I do that, put it all together, peg them, let them dry, and I usually give them a week-ish, just depending. And then I do my finishing with them. So that's stuff and things, and yay! So now there's been some questions about the course too. So I thought I'll take a moment and go through that. So currently the course is not available. If you buy it until Friday, you can't have access just yet. So the course is for paint pouring. It's an introduction to paint pouring course. It's about all the background stuff. It's about how to get started. It's how to set up different products you can use. You can use it anywhere in the world. How to do your consistencies. There's a workbook with it. There's an ebook with it. There's sheets that help you figure out your drip test. Like, it's a full course. There's heaps in there. I've had people in there reviewing it. I've had people saying to me, look, they've followed me for a year or more and they still learn things. So, you know, there's a lot in there. When you buy the course, you pay once only, and it's yours for life, so you can watch it as often as you want to. Workbook you can download and print out, and you can print out individual sheets, whatever works for you. There's a lot of things about methods. There's a full list of methods, around 90 something, almost 100 I think, and then you can research them and have a go at them and make your own notes. So it's really something to help guide you, help you to learn. So the course is available to everybody Friday. Pre-sale is active until Thursday. Those who buy it pre-sale, which is a discounted price, also get early access. So pre-sale people, early access, that's all happening Thursday this week, my time, Brisbane, Australia. Friday course is live. Right. I think that's all the questions I've had from people. Also, if you're going to play with jewellery things, Amazon, bloody amazing, because they've got all these different colours. Like, I love their little coloured ones. I've been using them a bit too. They're lots of fun. So stuff and things. La 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 la. All right, let's make a start. Let's do something. I love this part here. I think I'm very fascinated by that. And to get into there, so I turn my hole punch upside down so that I can, that there, so that I can actually see what I'm punching out. So that means that when I do the punch, that I've got that part that I really, really like. I need to go just a fraction inwards on that scissors. I should just cut in a little bit because I love it, but I want to be further over. There we are, beautiful. Oh, so nice, so nice, so nice. So it's just so much simpler. So if you're somebody who's doing jewellery a lot, get one of these. Just makes life easier. Morning, Rebecca. Hope you're well. Whereabouts? And one of the things I do have a problem with, because I'll go through it and I'm looking at it, and that's one way of checking where you want to be. Another way is to get your glass cabochon and put it on top so that you can actually see through where it is. And you get a better idea because there's a little bit of metallic blue there in that little, and it looks a little bit like a river, so that looks really cool. So that's something you can do as well, just to make it a little bit easier for yourself. I really like this piece. There is lots in here. So when you're doing yours, once again, cut in a little bit so I can take that section. So when you're doing yours, you might spend quite a while going, that's so pretty. Goodness. Pretty. Now I'm looking at this and going, should this be a necklace or a magnet? Which way should I go with that? Gosh, they look good. And then once you put the cabochon on top, it just adds. Morning, Kerry. Chilly South Australia. Yeah, it's time to get cold, isn't it? Which means for me, for my paint pouring, I'm going to be changing up my mix. I go thinner in winter, thicker in summer, because in summer the paint gets interacted with and kind of melts and I lose my patterns. So in winter I need to go thinner, or in summer I need to go thicker so I don't lose my patterns, but in winter I can go thinner so that it moves around more easily. So yes, I do a seasonal change with my mix, also depending on what methods I'm doing. Some of the methods you're doing need a really thin mix, some of them need a really thick mix, etc., etc. I'm loving, goodness, this is awesome. That's amazing. That is amazing. Now, when I do my magnets as well, I often use little stickers. So I've got little stickers that are see-through on the back, and I'll put them in. I don't think I've got any near me at the minute. I'll have a quick look, see if I can find them. Hold on. And if I can find one, I probably will use it. Yes, there we go. Yeah. So I use stickers a fair bit, and temporary tattoos and all that sort of stuff. So these ones I love because the little love heart that's there. So if you see that, and that actually fits beautifully in underneath the cabochon. So I can put that together with a little bit of something pretty. So yay! All right, that's enough out of the yellow. Let's put that down. Have a look at another one. This reminds me a little bit of butterfly. It's an ink spot test. What do you see? Do you see a butterfly? No. We won't do that. So going in here, I want a darker section for that gold to sit on because I think that would look really nice. But this is really pretty. For some reason, yellow's calling to me today. I don't know why. So pretty. So pretty, so pretty. I want... Okay, so a darker section for the gold. Let's try over here. See what this is. What size cutter do I use for earrings? I have a variety of size cutters. I think that one's going to work under the gold. No, not quite. So I've got, I think this is the one that I use for my earrings. I've got a couple of theirs. I also have this, the little shape ones. And these you can use and do multi-layers. So you can punch one in the bigger size and then smaller ones and stick them on top of each other and all that sort of stuff. So earrings are, where are we? That's not earrings, that's not earrings. Is that earrings? No, it's in places. Here we are. So my earrings, I think they're 12 mil. So I just get the punch that fits the size of whatever I'm using. So these are 22, 25, something like that. So that fits that, which fits that, which fits that. So it's just a matter of shopping and finding what works for what you're using. Sometimes it can take a little while to find them, but you know, you figure it out. So that's there, that's there, that's there. I like those. I like that. Pop that down. I'm going to take a very dark section for that gold to sit on. I think I actually want it there. The purple's got the copper. So I think that would look really, really cool. Let's just get in there. Da-dee-da-da-dum. Where have I put my punch? There it is. Oh, goodness. That just looks awesome. And using something with metallic paint in it, I think so. With metallic paint in it means the metallic under the glass will pop and shine anyway. So you can also use metallic powders and you can use metallic inks, and there's a variety of ways you can do all of this. There are so many options. The biggest thing, play, explore, have fun, give it a go, because you never know what you come up with. Like my absolute favourite, my absolute favourite, that's just cool. It looks like a little wave in a night sky. I like that. My absolute favourite method that I've come up with. So I came up with a self-swipe. That's one of the ones that I've done. But my absolute favourite that I've come up with is the cheese grater swirl swipe, where I actually literally got a handheld cheese grater and piled my paint and swirled it on my cake spinner. I prefer a cake spinner because it just works better for me. And swirled it out and put the... Oh, that's cool. And put the handheld cheese grater and spun, and it just created a really cool effect. So it's lots of fun. So much about this is just fun. It's great. All right, so I need some more. Let's put these back. Don't need these right here. I need some more cabochons. And then I'm figuring out what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to put the gold heart on, because I feel like that dark background, I don't know if you can see that very well, but that dark background would be really good. I'm getting so distracted away today, yes I am. How do you have a look at the course? Okay, there should be a link in the live there, but as I say, on Friday it will be fully live. So pre-sale people there is a special page on my website. I'll come back through the comments after and pop it in there as well. So I'll comment Amanda so you'll be able to find it. If you want to get it at pre-sale, pre-sale's $30 off. So full course is $89.95, pre-sale $59.95, 50, yeah, is that 30? Yes, it is, $59.95. And pre-sale get early access as well. And I've got so many things coming up. Life's exciting, yay! All right, okay. Let's see if I can actually get some of these made while I'm chatting about everything. Golly gosh, I have got things and stuff and things. There's so much stuff coming up as well, which I'm really excited about. All right, let's have a look at these double-sided ones. I think I love that on its own, and I love that as the idea of a necklace, because to me it looks like a wave in the night sky, and it's just pretty as heck. So that I'm going to do as a necklace. I think I'm going to make this one as a magnet, because I think that would work well with that. I think I could do, far out, so pretty. I think, actually, could that work with the, yeah, no, maybe. Right, well, I think I'm now going to put the heart on this. I think that's going to stand out well. Changing my mind as I go. All right, that I'll do. I'm going to do the yellows as magnets to make life easier. Yellows as magnets, the wave as a necklace. Now I've got the option to do a double-sided necklace here. So 3 magnets. Let me get those out. La 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 la. These I got on online as well, Amazon, and I got extra heavy duty, really sticks well magnets, because I tried some other ones, and I was trying on bigger pieces, but yes, they just didn't hold very well. No, it made me sad. So I was just like, well, I need to get something a little bit better. So they're extra heavy duty craft magnets or something like that. That's interesting. That's interesting. So here's one of the double-sided ones. I don't mind that. I think that's very interesting. And I think I'm going to put powders in there, which I will have to go and get some. Yeah, I'm definitely doing powders. Okay, put that over there. That looks like a little mountain range as well. That's going to be a necklace. So magnets, necklace, a double-sided necklace, and what will I do with you? What will I do with you? Let's put you in a coloured one, actually. Ba-ba-bum. I think that would work in purple, because it's just got a little bit of purple. Oh, yeah, a little bit of purple around the edge. Really pretty. Okay, I'm sorted. I'm sorted. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Ba-ba-ba. No, yes, no, no. I think wrong colour. So a lot of thought can go into, oh, that works, that's the one. So I've got a shiny gold, I've got an old gold, I've got colours, I've got, oh, pretty. So it's the backing and the top, and whether or not you're adding in different things. So you can sit down and, like, if you're doing this at home, it can take you ages to go through things. It's exciting and fun, because when you come to the end of it, you're like, look at all these things I made. So I need powders. Look at those. Alright, and I'm going to do the gold, and it's going to be great, and I love it. Okay, so let's start with, now the magnets I've got are slightly smaller than the cabochons. It's not quite a direct fit, but it's close enough that it's not a concern. So I'm going to start with the gemstone glue, if I can get it working, which hopefully it will today. I had troubles the other day using it. It just dried out a little bit. And wasn't able to come out the spout. No, it doesn't want to. Let's try the diamond glaze. Let's go with that. So a little bit of that. Bum, 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 bum. Doo-doo-doo. No, other one. It's been a little while since I've used some of these, so they have dried out a little bit. I will have to, I think I'll just take the top off actually. That'll be easier. And I'll have to go back and just release that a little bit later. So, a little bit of glue there. Pop my piece on. A little bit of glue on top. And pop that on and give it a good squish. Very good. So I've just, it's almost like a little sandwich. I've just made a little stack. And for me, I definitely like using the pegs to help hold everything in place while it dries. Just makes me feel better. There we go. So these are just clothes pegs. I get them from Kmart. So the diamond glaze dries really quickly, which is part of the reason I do like using gemstone glue underneath normally. That's almost dried, like touch dry already. However, I still want to put the peg on there to help it to set really well. So there's no movement, and I'm not concerned when I do get around to selling them. And I need wipes. My hands are now covered in glue. So, one moment, I'll go get that. I've seen recently as well some more ideas about bookmarks, and one thing I am planning on doing, which I'm really excited about, with my paper crafting that I do from all of these things, which you guys have seen me do the flowers, I'm going to do a dragon. At least I think I am. I've got the idea for it, but I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm excited. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that for a second, let that sit and set a little bit before I go ahead and do something with it. That's better. So because it's semi-set before I put the peg on, that means the chances of it moving are a lot less. But again, I still like using the peg just to help it to really secure well. I like to make sure that the things that I do, when I either give them to people or sell them or presents for friends or whatever I'm doing with them, I just like to make sure it's a really good finish on whatever I'm doing so that it will last. Because I don't see a lot of point in doing something if it's not going to work really well. So behind the scenes, I'm quite often doing quite a bit of testing, and a lot of my testing involves letting things dry and making sure that it's going to withstand things over time. So some of the jewellery that I made when I first got started in this back in 2017, it still holds together well, it's still stuck together well, and I figured out this method of doing things way back then. And I'm glad I did, because I feel like I've got a longevity in my products, and it just makes me feel happier and more comfortable with what I'm producing and with what I'm giving to people. You have a dragon tattoo. Oh, yay! Do I ever dip cabochons? Your glue develops silver spots after a while. No, I have never done that. There's definitely another method. And I find for me, using the pegs helps to avoid the silver spots. It can still happen from time to time, but I found that it's really quite minimal. The pegs has made the biggest difference. When I was first figuring out how to do all that, I literally got cans out of my pantry and sat them on top of everything to squish it and keep it flat and make sure that it would stay together well, because I was very frustrated about it all. I was like, why am I having this problem? So I had like a whole bench full of jewelry pieces with a tin can sitting on them, so that the pieces wouldn't. This one's not focusing. There we are. So the pieces wouldn't end up falling apart on me. So after I've done that, then I found the pegs, and that's made things quite a lot easier. So there we go. So I normally give these at least a few days, probably a week. In winter, definitely longer than in summer. Okay, this is the one that I want to put a little bit of sparkle in. So it feels like it's a little mountain or a little wave, I should say, sorry, in the night sky. Could be a mountain too. And I really like it. I think it's really cute, really pretty. So I'm going to put a little bit of sparkle in this one. So first things first, pop that in the position that I want it to be. And then I am going to add a little bit of glue, and I want a little bit of sparkle in the night sky, but only in that top area. So I'm going to have to be pretty careful about how I apply my powder. So powder, mica powder type thing, metallic powders. I get mine from Riot stores online, as I get a lot of my products, because it just works for me. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So I'm just going to very delicately put a tiny bit on the top section. Very, very small amount, and you're not going to be able to see it very well, if at all, because I'm trying to be careful not to do that. So I've only got it at this side, and then when I put this on and squish, hopefully it doesn't overwhelm too much. No, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. It's awesome. It worked. It did what I hoped it would. And it looks very 3D now. Hold that carefully. So you can see I've got that little bit of shimmer in there. And to me, that just adds a little touch of happiness. And give it a bit more of a squish with the peg on, so that I don't have any of the silver spots happen, hopefully, and less of a concern. I do still get them from time to time, but it's nowhere near as much of an issue. That's so pretty. That one worked really well. All the things to make jewellery with your skins, and excited to see how oh, have fun with it. Have fun with it. When I started out, I just used a pair of scissors and crossed my fingers. So, you know, as you go, you do learn. And people recommend different glues. So there's GAC, there's people use Mod Podge. Diamond Glaze was one that I saw talked about a lot, a heck of a lot. And a lot of people were very confident about it. And they were like, this one works really well. And for me, the missing steps for me was I'm going to put some more. Oh, there's more sparkles. For me, it was the pegs and using paper underneath my skins. I tried peeling. I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. So using paper under my skins worked. Now, other side note, do be careful if you're using powders, not to breathe in, as it were. Now, the amount of powder I'm using is extremely minimal, and because it's so small, I'm not concerned. But if you are using a lot of powder, like with epoxy resin and stuff like that, make sure you wear a mask. You don't want to breathe it in. It is not good for you. So that one, it's got a little bit of shimmer going on as well, and I'm happy with that. This is looking so cool. Because I'm doing it layered, because I've got the glue, the paper, then the glue, then the powder and whatever, it seems like resin. I've never done resin. I don't wish to, because I have got health concerns, because I have had bronchitis and pneumonia multiple times in my life. I don't wish to do something that may end up affecting my lungs. So I don't do resin by choice, and I found other ways to make that work. And this one, I'm going to put powder on this one too. So if you've got to use a mask, do it. Be safe, be careful with yourself. If you need a respirator, do that. Ventilate well, all those things. All right, this is the double-sided one, which I think is going to be kind of awkward when I turn it over. So that's going to be interesting. That's great. I added a lot more powder to this one, and it spread quite considerably. And that's what I normally go for with this sort of thing. So I'm using like the paper as a background as such. I don't know how this is going to go. It's all good. I am going to put, am I going to put powder? You know, I'm not going to put powder on this side. We'll do one side with powder and one without. And there. Stuff and things. And I've got a bunch of different shapes. I've also done in the past hair clips, paper clip type things. Like there's so much choice, so many things you can do. If you find it and you think about it and you reckon you can do it, give it a go. Just give it a go. It's all a bit fun. Very nice. Very good. Oh, I think that's going to work really well. So it's one of the double-sided ones. So I got that on one side and that on the other, which kind of like day to night or business to evening, or I don't know, something. But it's cool. I really like it. I think that looks awesome. Peg that one up. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So that's just some stuff and things. I was like, I'm going to be making a few. I'll invite you guys along. I forgot to use the sticker. Poop. Oh, I'll just make another one. I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's that. I was going to use that on a yellow one, wasn't I? That's okay. We will do something else. All right, let's get that hole punch out. We'll make another one. I'm going to go in here. Grab a bit of this paper. Ba 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 ba. Dee 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 dee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I think that's good. So again, I've got that copper, because they had the copper metallic paint, it's got a little bit of shine on it already, and by the time it goes under glass, that'll look really cool. And this one, I think I'll pop in, ooh, very dark black background. Make it stand out a little more. Grab another cabochon. So for me, this just works. It's just simple, it's easy, bit of glue underneath, bit of glue on top. Seal it all together, and I like using the pegs. And this one I will put the sticker on this time, if I think that's going to look really cool. I'm going to offset it slightly because I've got the metallic. Oh, that's cool. So the metallic gold there, and then of the sticker, and then the metallic copper of the paint that's on the paper. And then pop on the glass cabochon. That's cute. That's cute. And if you want to do stickers, you can use a range of things for that too. Like, there really is so much choice. That's looking a little cloudy at the minute. It will dry clear. So if you're using a glue and you're like, oh, how does that look? I'm not sure about that. Don't worry, let it dry. And this is why I say give yourself time for things to test so that you're confident with them. Let it dry and then see how you go from there. That's better. I forgot about it altogether, didn't I? All right. I'm going to do a couple of quick longer ones as well while I'm here. Let's put this out there. Move that over. Put that one away. Oh, this set, all of these go in this one little container. It's really handy, and I find it works really well because then I've got my glass cabochon and my bottoms in the same colours, so it's just a little bit, one of my brain organising things. So I'm just going to do one of the longer ones, and again I've got some funky colours in these as well. Now these I don't hole punch because I don't have a hole punch that size, but they're easy enough to cut, so it's really not a problem. And when I'm doing the long ones, what I like to do is do something that moves with the pattern down the length of the piece. So I can look at it and just go, yes, that works there. So these ones I definitely, yep. Or will I go that way? Or will I get, no, actually, I want blue. Let's get another piece of paper. Da 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 dum, dee dee dee, ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. So I look through it, and I'll put the glass on, and I'll go, okay, what do I want to be shown when I get around to putting this together? So it's got a nice bit of cells just in that section. I could also do, I think I'm doing that now. I could also do that section there because that has got just that little extra colour pop. Yeah, I'm doing that. That is gorgeous. And for me, what I do is hold the glass on and cut carefully around the glass. There we go. Also, other questions from the course. Whoops. Am I doing future courses? Will I be doing methods? Yes, I will. I've got, for those who have been following me for a while, you know I've done the cheat sheets for methods, which is on my website. There we are. That's awesome. It's going to look so pretty. And with the cheat sheets, do I want it in the blue? Oh, maybe I want it in. Maybe I want it in. Yeah. Oh, goodness, that makes such a difference. Looks so much better in the gold. Yeah, so the cheat sheets that I've got on my site are for a variety of methods. And as you guys know, there's well over 100 methods of acrylic paint pouring these days. When I started in 2017, there was like half a dozen, and it grew over time to the point that, I don't know, I'm going to guess we're at like 120, 130 methods now, because I've seen a whole bunch of new ones come out recently, and I'm just like, ooh, these are fun. So I've probably tried like half in the 5 years that I've been pouring. So I've got a few methods in cheat sheets on my website, and I will be doing a course based on some of the methods over time. So in time, I will have a basic introductory methods course, an advanced, slightly more challenging course, and the extreme, which is really creative and out there with lots of different ideas. So, you know, that's coming as well. I'm also going to be doing a challenge course to help you grow. This is gorgeous. Tempted to keep this one. It's so pretty. So there's going to be a challenge course, and that's going to be a range of methods, but I haven't figured out all the details yet, but it might be like 30 days or 90 days, and helping you grow in your methods and help you to grow and expand so you can do more with this art form. Morning, Trina. Course on papercraft and alcohol inks. Yeah, that's going to be something as well in time. So I've got so many ideas. So that'll all be coming. That's so freaking pretty. I'm having a lovely time. So, do I want to do another one? I think I want to do another one, don't I? Because I pulled out that blue originally, and I said I want to do that, and then change my mind. Let me see if I can find a colour that works with blue. Let's see. I think this here is freaking stunning and would go beautifully with the blue. So I think that section there, where I've got that little bit of a line coming down, I think that will work well. Once again, putting that on and cutting around it. And if it's a little challenging for you to cut your pieces, what you can do, which I find easier, is like just cut it smaller to begin with and then line it up and do. You want to do all the courses. I need to make them first. No, they'll be good. And my usual random silliness is in the courses as well. I have a bloopers reel. Yeah, I made a few mistakes, as I do often in the lives. Like, you know, I began this live and got all sidetracked and did 100 other things before I actually got to the jewelry. So, you know, it's me doing my things, but also with a focus on learning so that you can learn and grow and gain confidence and have fun with what you're doing. Like, what the heck? Why aren't we doing art because we enjoy it? That should be a big part of why to do art. I'm going to put powders on this one. Time for powders. And gold. So yeah, if you're in Australia and you want to get the products that I've got, I get a lot of them from Riot stores. I am an ambassador. If you use my link, I do get a kickback, which I appreciate for people who do that because it helps me out. And I love their products. I've been using them since I've been doing art as just a general hobby. That's really interesting. I just put a tiny bit on. Oops, it's dripping. Hold on. I just put a tiny bit of the powder in there, and it's just added the slightest accent, and I really like it. Very cool. Very cool. Life has been hectic. That's hilarious, Jen. I've actually got a clothing line now called Hectic. Yoga pants, yoga top, and a headband. So they're on the website too. But if you have a look at the Facebook shop, you'll find things from there. So go to the Facebook shop if you haven't. And that's all I'm going to do. Because I started out going, I'm just going to make the magnets and a couple of the rounds and I've also made some longs and stuff and things. So I just thought while I'm here doing some creating that I would share a bit with you guys. I'll be back to more regular lives in time. Once the course is up, I won't be so involved in doing that. I've probably spent, I'm going to guess, well over 100 hours getting the course ready for you guys because all the background stuff that I've done. Like I recorded the whole thing and I didn't like it, so I re-recorded it. I'm not picky, but the sound was bad and the lighting was bad. It just didn't work. So I've learned a lot on my way, and that's part of the thing too. When you're doing anything in life, you have a go and you go, okay, that didn't work. That should be different, and it helps you grow. There is nothing wrong with doing something that you're not quite happy with, but as long as you learn from it, and you can come back to it and grow from there. So, and my silliness, what makes it love. Faye! Thanks, Rebecca. So we've got a bunch of things. I'm going to be involved in a market stall or two this week. Mother's Day special is coming up, so that's going to be good. And the course pre-sale ends Thursday. And early access is also Thursday, and then the course itself goes live Friday. My time, Brisbane, Australia, Queensland. Yes. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Have a lovely day, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you next time. Yay!